This is Guys and Dolls, and it's 4 nights before 0 hour. My heart is heavy with sin. And we're currently in Act 2 in an interior scene of the Salvation Army.
So you are George?
I'm George Thomas, yeah.
And you're in charge of the set?
I'm Peggy Silverstein and I, she's a sculptress, I'm a painter, are kind of volunteering a month to 6 weeks, as we do every year, in just trying to put together something with the kids. What's happening this year, and actually last year too, is we're trying to do less of it and get the kids to do more. We had a lot of design considerations initially, kind of allocation of who's going to do what, and then the kids have been doing a great deal of it, more so than ever. So that's the way it should be.
How many kids are working on the set itself?
Well, Barbara has a class called theater, and it's really neat. She started it a couple years ago, and it's 20 kids who are accepted on their willingness, their desire, but also their interest and skills in producing a show. And this goes from painting sets to being backstage helping, to getting props and other things in the community, to kind of working on the music and other things. Some of them are musicians too.
Wow, that's a great opportunity.
I just want to make a plug for Barbara, who's here 80 hours a week. I think I have 2 kids. One just finished the school here, and one is a sophomore. To me, the music department is probably one of the very, very strongest areas in the school. The most creative and dealing with really stuff that kids can have for their lifetime. I mean, this young lady hadn't sung much until a couple of years ago. She's incredible.
And so, of course, you're talking about Barbara Elder, who's the music director for the school system and who is the director of this show. Right.
And she's brought these kids along now for 6 or 7 years, from as very young kids, finally to a point where they have they've reached a pretty high level, and they'll be working in college too. Several of the kids are seniors and going on. 2 of them are going to art school, who've been working with me. Both of the Hull girls, and there's a lot of talent now here.
Well, thanks very much for talking with us.
Good.
Lots of fun.
It's fun. This is my 5th year. We did The Sound of Music 5 years ago, and we've done Grease. We've done My Fair Lady, and we've done one other. But I'm just at that age where I forget little things like that. There are totally 5.
Oh, great.
I'll come back next week and I'll have them for you.
Okay. Thanks very much, George. It was nice to meet you.
Good, great. Okay.
Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face.
All right, nice. Very nice. Let's get the master of ceremonies out.
We're standing here with Barbara Elder, the director of the show, very busy conducting this rehearsal that we're interrupting.
Be yelling in 2 seconds.
And she's going to be yelling in 2 seconds.
If I do a whistle, is that going to be all right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
This is real life.
How was that?
You could do better than that, Barbara. That's
good.
Master of ceremonies. Josh Malu.
So this is Guys and Dolls. How many shows have you done?
That is not Josh Malu.
That is not Josh Malu. What is he doing on this?
Why are we closing the curtain?
Technical difficulties on the stage.
Sean, the curtain does not close here.
So you're opening on Friday.
We are opening on Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night at 7:30.
And you have a matinee on Saturday.
We do have a matinee on Saturday at 2 p.m.
And then the 7:30 show as
And
well.
then a 7:30 on Saturday night.
And how do you feel tonight with imminent opening?
Well, I think we feel great. We're working out the sound now with our new wireless mics and trying to get things balanced and tight.
Now, are the wireless mics on the kids, or are they around?
We have 3 wireless mics, and they have to be passed around backstage between several actors, several singers. We've got PZM mics on the ground, and we've got an overhead lavalier too. So there's a fair amount of pickup, which we need in the auditorium for people to be heard.
And these are all new, or what?
Was a combination of some new and old things. The wireless are new speakers and a new amp. It's for a sound person, Neil Shanty, to play with.
Guys and Dolls.
Well, Guys and Dolls is probably one of the most music. I think it's got people who are interested in as well as music. It's so well written, and it lead parts. It's in many ways my show because there's so many good guy parts in it, and some great guys in this show. I'm thrilled with it. We have great dolls in this show too. Miss Adelaide, people have seen on stage before as the boyfriend. One moment. Okay, girls, where are your parts?
So you have a great cast this year. A lot of kids involved.
We do. There's 42 people on stage. Tell kids that there's one to go back for every one of them that are out on the stage, and we have a wonderful crew of people on the sets. We got George Thomas coming in, David Lazarus, and paint a set for us. It's just fabulous. And we have 2 seniors, Lori and Kristen Hall, who are on an independent study program, and they've done 2 sets. We have a lot of people working on costumes, Deborah Dooley, Linda McDonough, Susan Carey, and also Lynn Zimmerman. They've all been working on costumes. We have every second shop from Cape Cod all the way up to Boston, and we have some fabulous costumes.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing those. Yeah. So, and how do you get all these kids? Yes. Such a high number of kids involved in such a small place to have a big crew of students is a remarkable thing.
Well, I think sometimes these things start to take on their own. You know, people have fun one year, back another year, and they bring a few more people with them. They have older brothers and sisters who have done this, and I think ultimately through all the rehearsal and the grind of learning things, they have fun. They actually have a good time doing it, and the importance to be able to come away with a good memory of this experience.
It's obviously one of the benefits of doing, theatrical like this. You find that the musicals have more impact on the kids, and they come away with a sort of.
Well, I think the great thing about doing the musicals is that you can involve so many people. I love drama. I love straight drama, and I think there's room here in our high school. The difficulty is that if this is specific to 8 people, you can't add to that. But with a musical, you can add. I think we've reached our limit at 42 people in the cast, however, because you want the experience not to become too distilled for each individual. You want it to have enough that they feel important and that they're doing something. And I think we're at our max right now.
So how many dolls are there and how many guys are there?
There's 21 dolls and 21 guys.
That's fantastic.
All right.
That set is beautiful. Who was responsible for that set?
This is in the process of being done. Kristen Hull, who did a mural at the high school in an art class that's, as you're on the way going down to the room, that many people have seen, is the person who is designing the Times Square set. And George Thomas is working very closely with her. It's got some neon paint on it, which will have a nice lighting effect when we get it all set up.
With psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray it wherever you think of the streptocon harbor. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fish eye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a in the legal sense. Shows an erotic.
I would love it too.
Scene note.
So does she have theatrical aspirations at all, or do you know?
Well, I think Becky does. I think she also has a lot of musical aspirations too. She's a fine guitarist. She studied classical guitar. She's had a lot of experience in productions, so it'll be interesting to see what she does as she goes to college and the decisions she makes. She's a very, very bright girl. She's got a lot of options. The thing that's so wonderful about theater is it's an art that's inclusive of many arts. So you have visual arts going on, you'll have dance going on in the musical, you have music going on. You have people who maybe are adept at doing things backstage, which requires a certain talent of timing and ability of organization, and they have a place. You have people who are good visual people who can run the lights, who really invest in doing that, and good people do the sound. So there's so many ways into it, and there's so much that can include people. It's really hard to see another area that does all of that can draw on a multitude of talents, and that's the beauty of theater.
Mark White.
Hello.
Tell us about your role in this production.
I'm Barbara's assistant.
Oh, great.
So I've done a lot of the work with the actors. She does a lot of the singing and the dancing, and I've done a lot of the coaching of the actors.
Mm-hmm. And what does that involve?
It involves the drama element of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you work one-on-one, or you work in a group, or you...
Like him. You see his character?
Yes.
He's... I work with the groups, and I work with mostly the main characters, like the four principal characters.
Okay.
I've worked with them, and I blocked those scenes and directed them. And then I sort of run around backstage and become like a stage manager, so Barbara can stay out here, and I can stay back there and push them out on stage. We've done it together for about 5 or 6 years now. And I like my role. She likes her role. And if anything goes wrong, it's her fault.
Sounds like a perfect match. Now, are you involved in the schools normally? Or?
Yeah, I'm a teacher in the middle school.
Okay. What do you do? What do you teach?
I teach English and I teach drama.
Great. That's wonderful. And then you collaborate once a year on this big hoopla.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you enjoy the Guys and Dolls as a show?
It's a good one. It's a really good show. It's got plenty of character, lots and lots of character. And that, like the last few plays that we've done have not had as many acting scenes. There's like a minute acting scene, and then they go into a song.
Right.
But this one has lots of great stuff in this one.
And how do you get 21 guys that we're looking on right now singing "Luck Be a Lady"? How do you get 21 guys involved in a musical?
The music program here is just, it's really good. It's really good, and it's been growing and growing, and every year we think we've peaked and we're going to start going down, and it just keeps getting better and better. And there were like 50 kids that tried out for this part, for this play, and somehow we managed to get 44 of them on stage, which maybe was too many, I don't know. This scene right here was really difficult to block. We were trying to get them to do all kinds of really difficult maneuvers, and some of them just weren't coordinated enough, but they're doing really well now. But we've had some frustrating times with this scene.
Yeah. Is there a choreographer?
Barbara.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Yes, thank you, Mark. These are the dolls that we saw earlier. And you are
Kristen Hull.
and
Lori Hull.
and you are dolls in this great show. And so how long have you been practicing?
Oh, for a while, like months. Seems a while. Since like February, before February. January.
Are you in the chorus, or do you have particular roles in the show?
I'm in the chorus, the ensemble.
I'm also Adelaide's best friend, so I walk out with her, and I have a dance part for the guys. So.
Okay, and do you have any speaking lines, or are you just a dancer extraordinaire?
No speaking lines, just a lead dancer.
And what do you do to support Adelaide as her best friend? I mean, what's your role for her?
Just, I get her food. I'm like her slave. Just kind of do everything for her, and she's kind of, go on. So, just her slave.
That's good. Now, you have had a very exciting experience going up to the Miss Massachusetts pageant. Gino and I were here for the Miss Nantucket pageant and saw you girls performing. So tell me a little bit about what it's like to go up to the state pageant.
Oh, it was absolutely like a complete blast. It was hard work, definitely, because it's you learn everything in 1 week. So it's a condensed version of our program. But it was so fun. Like the girls were really nice. I just had a blast. Like everything was fun. It was great.
How many contestants were there?
18.
Wow. And you took a week off of school?
Yeah, it was actually their vacation, but because Nantucket's on a different schedule, I took a week off from school. But I made it my work. It wasn't that bad. So.
And where is the pageant held?
Franklin, Massachusetts. So.
And did you do the same talent that you did here?
No, actually, I wrote a comic skit, channel surfing. I was like a television and you were channel surfing, so it was like really quick imitations and like different voices and stuff. But it was a monologue, really. No singing this time. So.
Now, how, for both of you, having been in the Miss Nantucket pageant and the rehearsals that you had to go through for that, how does a show like this compare to a pageant like you were in?
It makes the show seem a lot easier. The pageant's very difficult,
Yeah,
more,
much more relaxed.
Yeah, it's more calm. The scene changes are, you have a lot more time to change and stuff, so.
There's no competition.
Yeah,
no competition.
Yeah, that's always nice. So. Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks for talking to us, both of you. This is Maya Gayer. You may recognize her from her other important role as director of the Chamber of Commerce. But actually tonight, she has a much more important role. She's coaching Miss Adelaide. Tell us all about that.
Well, I'm reliving my youth vicariously. I played Miss Adelaide when I was, a long time ago.
So what does being a coach of Miss Adelaide entail?
I'm coaching the New York elocution for one.
Very important.
And a little bit of choreography here and there. And she's just doing a fabulous job.
She is doing a great job. Now, how did you get roped into this?
Oh, I've worked with Barbara for years in the community chorus and the Unitarian Church Choir. And it's just been just a big treat to work with Barbara, and she does such a wonderful job with the kids. And
now, have you ever been involved in a musical here before?
Not here. No, this is very thrilling. Yeah, I love it.
This is Becky Kavanaugh, Miss Adelaide. You may recognize her from seeing her singing earlier.
Yes.
And we just met your coach.
Right.
And talked to her. And Gino was wondering if you would explain a little bit about the story and especially about your role.
Okay, well, it's set in New York in 1950, and there are all these gamblers, and then they all got their dolls. And Miss Adelaide is paired up with Nathan Detroit, who's a notorious gambler, and she's been engaged with him for 14 years, but he's afraid of commitment. So she's a bit frustrated.
A lot of men, I know.
Yeah, she's a bit frustrated with that. So she develops these strange symptoms as a result of it, and so you have to wait and see. Come to the play and see if they get married.
Don't want to give it all away, do we?
No.
And so you have been involved in other theater here in the
Yes,
high school.
I was
Barbara
in
telling
The
us.
Boyfriend in 10th grade. I was Polly Brown in 10th grade. I was in Greece last year in the ensemble. And before that, in London, I've been in musicals every single year of my life since I was 7. So
So you have moved to Nantucket when?
I moved to Nantucket in 10th grade in 1996. So before then I was in London.
How do you like living here?
It's alright. It's not like London.
I wouldn't think so. And what do you think of the theater here?
The theater here is great. We're really lucky with that. That's something that I really benefited in Nantucket High School at the theater and the music, especially Miss Elder's fantastic. She's really great. So.
And do you have musical or theatrical aspirations for the future?
Yeah, I'm hoping to be a drama major in college, yeah, and Alison Treby is our great stage manager.
There she is, Alison. Great stage man.
But yeah, I'm hoping to be a drama major. I'm hoping to go to Brown or Yale, but I have to wait and see if I get in.
You've applied? Okay, and you're just waiting.
Yeah.
And so you'll go. You hope to go into the drama program, and then what will you do with music?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not great with theory, so I don't think I want to major in it. But I definitely, it's a big part of my life, so I'll keep it going for a while.
What do you bring from your own personality and your own experiences to this role of Miss Adelaide?
Oh dear, I don't know. She's not at all like me. Everyone was really surprised when they cast me as Adelaide because they didn't think I was really the part. But I don't know. She's a lot of fun. She likes to ham it up. She likes to. I love to ham it up too, obviously. So
it's not exactly obvious.
Yeah, we both like to be the center of attention.
There you go. Very good. Well, thank you, Becky, and good luck this weekend. And have a great time.
Thanks.
So why aren't you up on stage?
Because I'd rather be backstage putting it together.
Okay. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior, I'm 17.
And have you been involved in other productions?
Yeah, I've been in a couple, I haven't been in one last year I did sound, and this year I'm stage managing. And I was in a couple when I was younger.
So do you enjoy doing stage managing as opposed to sound, or do you like them both?
Stage managing, this is my first year doing it. It's hard. I'm like being a teacher.
Yeah.
So.
But fun too.
I guess fun, stressful. I have to tell everybody to be quiet constantly, and they don't like me for it. But no, it's fun. It is fun. So
here's a couple of guys from Guys and Dolls. You are?
I'm Travis Lombardi.
You're Travis. You're what?
Oh, I'm Nicely in the play.
Okay, Nicely.
Yeah.
And you are?
Josh Malu, and I'm the Master of Ceremonies.
Oh, yes, we saw you earlier. Yeah, very nice tux. Now, what is the Master of Ceremonies?
It's like I'm in charge of like the nightclub, the hot box. I announce the girls before their dance.
And you, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
And do you have your college picked out? And what do you?
I'm not sure where I'm going yet.
And do you have any theatrical aspirations for the future?
No, this is the first time I've been in the play.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
And you got this important role?
I don't think it's that important.
What else do you do with your time besides being a musical?
Play sports.
Like what?
Golf and basketball.
Are you playing, is it the basketball season right now?
No, it ended like a month ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't know.
So were you in rehearsals at the same time as being in basketball?
Yeah.
Really? How did you handle that? That's a lot of time.
Yeah, it was, but I don't have much schoolwork now.
He doesn't have much schoolwork now, he says. Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I already have all my required courses, so I'm taking it kind of easy.
So what are your courses this year then, if you have all your required courses?
I'm taking government, ceramics, foods and nutrition, music and theater, chorus, and philosophy.
Well, I think that makes for a very well-rounded individual, having those kinds of courses.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay. Now, on to you, Mr. Nicely. Tell us about your role, Nicely.
I was just one of the crap shooters, one of the, there's like a 3 main crap shooters, and that's me.
Oh, yeah. Now, do you have any experience in crap shooting?
Oh, not at all.
Have you learned anything about it since assuming this role?
A little. I mean, there's not much to learn, just dice, you know.
So do you win or lose?
No, I don't really roll. I don't really play in the game. I just usually watch.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Okay. And what about college choices for you? Are you looking at?
I'm going to go to Springfield College in Springfield, Mass. Or Elon College down in North Carolina.
That's great. Good. Excited about all that? And are you also a basketball player?
Yeah, I play football, basketball, and I'm just trying lacrosse this year, which started today. So.
Oh, great. Now, have you ever played lacrosse before?
This is my first year.
Never even played it at all? Or
I've thrown around before, but I've never played like on a team or anything.
Are you excited about that opportunity?
Yeah.
And what about your course load? Are you in ceramics?
Yeah, just government. That's our only real course.
Well, the other courses are real courses. Yeah. They're just not
academic-wise. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a good time. Good luck this weekend. Thanks for talking to us.
Wow, that's a great outfit.
This is David, and he's kind of involved in the show. He says, "What are you doing?"
Well, I'll sit backstage and I'll make sure everybody has the right kind of microphones on.
Great. That's a very important job. They got to have their microphones. We won't be able to hear them.
Yeah.
What else? Is that all you're going to be in charge
That's all, yeah.
So there's 3 cordless microphones.
Yeah.
And when people come off the stage with the cordless mics, you'll take them on.
And then put them on someone else.
And you have to remember and know who they go to next.
Yes.
And how old are you, David?
I'm 13.
And how did you get involved in this show?
Well, my dad's kind of like assistant director.
Okay. And he recruited you to have this important job?
Yes. I've helped out before in other plays, so.
Really? Yeah. On Grease?
No, because I wasn't here then. I wasn't here that year.
Great. Well, I'm sure that your efforts are much appreciated, and if you weren't around, we wouldn't know whether we would be able to hear or not. Isn't that right?
Kind of, yeah.
Thanks for talking to us, David.
Okay.
I'm going to sign off tonight from the Mary P. Walker Auditorium at the music rehearsal for Guys and Dolls. And although it's only playing on Friday and Saturday, we hope that we've given you a glimpse at what a great opportunity the theater is for young students for Nantucket.